I'm going to wet my knife a little bit since I have. The reason this knife doesn't work as good is, of course, it sticks to the blade when you try to cut. So I wet it a little bit, and notice it starts cutting a little better. All right, so now I got a different color there. I have a smaller one, but it's a different color. Okay. All right, so you got some with texture on the outside, you got the rice on the outside, and then you got the plain nori in there. So sushi can be done in many different ways. There are many different types, and it can be healthy for you depending upon what you use in there. It's a real simple item to do. When the people that do it today, I would like for you to, I'll show you how to do it, and then after you perfect it, we'll get other people to join in because I have enough mats for other people to help out, the ones who have completed their job. So that's the sushi demo. Oh, so. Okay. Now, I'm going to do some egg rolls for you. I don't know what the heck I just said. Okay, egg rolls. Turn this board over a minute. All right, the egg roll that we're going to work with. First of all, let me tell you about these wrappers here. If I have the wrapper. The egg roll, I left it in there. It's in that refrigerator. All right, I have the stuffing here. What I did with the stuffing was put the bamboo shoots and the cabbage and the bean sprouts and all that, and I sweated it a little bit. So I have my stuffing here. You can use some of the same vegetables here. I might use some of those vegetables, but normally it's done with bean sprouts and bamboo shoots and Chinese cabbage and all that. But I did bring some spring roll wrappers in just to show you about the spring roll wrappers. You can do a fried egg roll, or you can do just a room temperature egg roll using some of the spring roll wrappers. And all I did with this was I had some heated water. Here's the other wrapper right here. We have the egg roll here, which is a wonton skin. And this is a noodle right here. It's dehydrated. What you do is you put it in some warm water or steam it. I tried to steam some over here, and this is the result I got. I actually just put it in some warm water. This is the skin right here. Very glutinous, has a lot of starch and things in it, so you have to work with it with water or steam it. Okay? But you can take the skin itself. I can't work with that. I'm going to wet my hand again. This skin, after you dehydrate it there, or bring it back, and you can fill it with whatever mixture you want, the same mixture you use for the egg rolls, But most of the time, when you eat it in an Oriental restaurant, it's got fresh vegetables, it's got lettuce and stuff in it. You make like a salad in a spring roll. You fill it all up. I'm going to just fill it with some of this stuff. And they'll give you a dipping sauce or whatever to eat with it. Fold this over. And you roll it up. You don't tear it up, you just roll it up. And then you eat it fresh like that. So you can get the fresh kind, or you can do the one that we're going to do, which is the wonton. We're going to fry this. And what we need you to do there is you take a wonton shell, and you want to put a little egg on the edges. Just made just a regular egg wash, and you really just need it on these ends right here. And I'll tell you why. The reason you need it on the ends only, because when you put your filling in there, let me get a spoon. And we discovered yesterday that you only need about 2 ounces of filling. Doesn't take a whole lot, because when you give people 2 of these, it's a lot. All right, so you're going to put about 2 ounces of filling. Actually, this is a little bit more because I'm doing a demo, so you can cut back on that a little bit. And notice I have my shell in a triangular shape, top, bottom, that's right. And the reason for that is because I want to come over with this first bottom part right here. And then I'm going to come over from the sides, tucking the sides in right here. Let's tuck this down a little bit. I'm going to come over from the sides. And notice this one is sticking because I put that egg on there. So I did an egg wash and it's worked out pretty good. I'm going to come over from this side. And notice this little buckle in here. If you get a buckle in it like that, you don't want that. You want to tuck that in before you make sure that's tucked in, so that it comes over and you have everything tucked in there, okay? And the last thing you want to do is to roll it tightly. Don't tear it up, but roll it so that it stays together. And you come out with a nice seal like that. See, the egg is sealing it. You come out with a nice egg roll like that. When it fries up, it'll look nice and golden. What we're going to do is par cook it today. I had the class yesterday par cook it. It came out nice and golden brown. The reason we're par cooking is because I could take a chance and tell you not to, but if it sweats and gets real moist, it could ruin the shell. So I feel more comfortable par cooking it. That gives me a crispier outside, and that way if moisture starts to come out, it's not going to make it too soggy. So I'm going to par cook it, we'll refrigerate it, and then we can drop it back in on service day. And that's a technique that most of the Oriental restaurants use too. They'll par cook their egg rolls and some other things and hold it and then drop it back in. All right, so that's the egg roll. We got 2 different examples there. Showed you about every opportunity we get, how to do chicken, fish, beef, or whatever we're working with. So here we have a flounder, which is what type of fish? Flatfish, okay? So you got 2 sides. You got your top and you got your bottom. You're going to get 4 fillets out of here. It depends on what you're cooking or your cooking method. If you're doing a stuffed flounder, you might want to just get 1 fillet off of each side. What I like to do is start out by, I call it dressing the fish. So I'm going to do a cut there, and I'm going to do a cut right under the gills here. And then I might take a knife and just cut along the fins there. I have to turn it because I'll do a cut down here.